Bing. Welcome back, everybody. This is the special 6th period edition of the video. So again, just like I was explaining to everybody in class, tomorrow is a quiz day. So if you need to, go ahead and do this warm-up, pause, and then play whenever you're ready. I'm going to go through the homework right now, though. Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to go through the two word problems on the back of this worksheet. Now, I am not too concerned if you got stumped on 11B. If you got stumped on number 10 or 11, I'm concerned. Because there are going to be word problems on your quiz tomorrow that you should know how to do. Definitely 11A. Definitely 11A. 10, okay, that's a little bit, I don't know. Some people get confused because you see a rectangle and you're like, I don't know the shape. Nope. So I'm going to go through 10 and 11A and 11B. But in my opinion, 11B is a little bit more difficult. I don't like the wording in 11B. All right, so the area of the rectangle is more than 47 square meters. Now, right there, that tells me my inequality. My area needs to be greater than, more than 47 square meters. Now, I just have to, thank you very much. I just have to take that area. I have to find that area. Okay? I have to find that area. Now, area for a rectangle. Area for a rectangle is length times width. Area for a rectangle is length times width. So that means area in this case, since it's length times width, area is equal to 2 times 3n minus 5. All right, so my area is equal to, just distributing the 2, 6n minus 10. Here's my area. Well, if my area is 6n minus 10, and it needs to be greater than 47, well then 6n minus 10 has to be greater than 47. Add the 10 over to the other side. From here on, we're just solving. 6n is greater than 57, and when I divide by 6, that's n is greater than 9.5. Now, is there any statement to make here? Not really. The problem was find the values of n. Can n be a decimal? Sure. Length can be decimals. Totally fine. So here, I'm just going to end it with saying n is greater than negative 9.5. Now, 11a. You must maintain a $50 balance, a minimum balance of $50 in your checking account. Can you have $51 in your checking account? Minimum balance. Can I have $51 in my checking account? Yeah. Can I have $45 in my checking account? No. It has to be above $50. So I can create my inequality right now. The checking account balance, what is that? The checking account balance has to be greater than or equal to $50. Now, I already have $280 in there, right? I already have $280. I'm going to withdraw $20 bills. What does it mean when I say withdraw? Does that mean take away or add in? Take away, right? I'm going to take out $20 bills. I'm going to take out $20 bills. So if X is the number of 20s, the value, so like 3 20s would be $60, right? It's 20 times the amount of bills I'm taking out to get the value. So 20x. That's my inequality that I need to set up. Now, I'm going to subtract away the 280. Okay. I'm going to subtract away the 280, which gets me 20x is greater than or, oh, and I put plus. Oh, I'm taking away. This should be minus. Minus 20x. 20x is greater than or equal to negative 230. And when I divide by negative 20, I need to flip my symbol here. X is less than or equal to, you have 230 divided by 20, gets us 11.5. Now, think about how to state your answer, because on tomorrow's quiz, there will be a complete separate section for you to explain your answer. There will be an entirely different portion for you to explain your answer. So if you're not explaining your answer, you're going to miss a lot of that chunk. All right, so x is less than or equal to 11.5. How many 20s can I withdraw? Right? 11. And I would even go so far as to say 11 20s or less. 11 20s or less. Make sense? Now, part B, I don't love the wording again. I don't love the wording here. Your bank charges an ATM fee of $2.50, which is charged each time you withdraw $20. Write and solve an inequality that represents how many times you can withdraw $20 from the account without going below the minimum balance in this situation. Now, here's what I'm taking this. Here's my interpretation of this thing. I'm saying that, okay, you're walking up to the ATM, and you're going to take out a 20. Only 20. And then you go, you need more money, you're going to walk up to the ATM, and you're going to take out another 20. So at each time you're withdrawing money, you're only drawing out $20 at a time. Okay? So that charge is going to happen every single time. So this inequality now becomes this. I've got my original amount. I'm going to subtract, I'm going to withdraw away a certain amount, and I got to keep above 50. Now, every time I take out $20, how much is it charging me? I'm asking you this. $2.50, right? Every time I withdraw $20, I'm taking another $2.50 out of that account. So I'm not just withdrawing $20. I'm not just going down $20. I'm going down $22.50 every time I withdraw a 20. $22.50. And that's a true statement. If you don't go to the right ATMs, if you don't go to a your bank ATM, they do charge you a fee. Usually it's something like $2, $2.50, whatever. Okay? They don't charge you anything if you go to your bank. Like I have PNC. If I walk up to a PNC ATM, it doesn't charge me. But if I just go to any ATM that's just sitting out of like a gas station or something, it's going to charge me money to just take out money. Now I subtract away the 280. That's negative 22.5x is greater than or equal to negative 230. And now I want to divide by negative 22.5. So x is less than or equal to 230 divided by 22.5. And that gets me 10.2 repeating. So what's my answer now? How does my answer change now? How many 20s can I withdraw? 10 or less now. I can only withdraw 10 or less. Okay. Let's flip it over to the front. What questions do we have on the front? Give me at least a couple to go over. Okay. Number 9. Down there, bottom right. Now, this question is probably as difficult as I can get with how many steps it is. I've got distributive property on both sides. You've got to combine my terms on both sides. Then you have to solve it. That's a lot of steps. So remember what I say. Take it piece by piece, step by step. Guys, if you're really confused on this stuff, you need to be hanging on my every word. You need to be watching me. You need to be following along. Okay? So, first things first. Multiply in the negative 4. Negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. Negative 4 times negative 6 is a positive 24. Bring down everything I didn't use on the left side. Now, distribute on the right side. 24 minus 8x minus 12. Now, I need to combine like terms. Now, there's still people confused on combining like terms on one side of the equal sign or inequality. All I'm doing is just taking those and putting them together. Negative 8 and 2 make negative 6. 24 and negative 12 make 12. Now I can start to solve. What is my little guy? What am I going to move? What is my little guy? The negative 8x. So I'm going to add 8x over to the other side. So that gets me a 2x plus 24 less than or equal to 12. I subtract the 24. 2x is less than or equal to negative 12. And I divide by 2. X is less than or equal to negative 6. Let me just double check my answer there. I believe that's right. Open or closed circle on that number line? Closed, because it's the or equal to. So I'm just going to make it negative 7, negative 6, negative 5. Closed circle at negative 6 pointing to the left. You want to see something really coincidental?
Yes.
All of the problems that have solutions on this front page, they're all left there. Every graph points to the left. Except for the ones that come out to be all real numbers. Or no solution. I don't know why that happened. Just coincidence. Okay, give me another one to go over. 4. Looking up here for number 4. All right, so now, is there any simplification needed? No. There's no distributive property, no combining like terms. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the little guy by adding the 5n to both sides, which is a negative 4 is greater than 12n plus 20. Okay, subtract the 20 from both sides. Get the numbers away. It gives me negative 24 is greater than 12n. And then I can divide by 12. Do I flip the symbol right now because I divided by the 12?
No.
No, not yet. This is going to give me I'm going to move it over here. Negative 12 is greater than n. Negative 2 is greater than n. Now I flip the symbol. Now I say n is less than negative 2. Okay. Open circle, again pointing to the left. Okay, are there any other questions on the front of the worksheet? I feel good about what we've gone over. We a good chunk of this, 4 questions out of the 12. Any other questions that we'd like to talk to? Yeah. Number 5. Let's make this our last one here. Okay, now 4k minus 6. Nothing to simplify on the left side. However, what is 3k plus k? 4k. 3k plus 1k is 4k. Now, alarms are going off in my head. Ding, 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 ding. Why? Why, Addie?
If you subtract the 4k, you'll get negative 6.
Yeah, this is a special case because I see 4k and 4k. I subtract 4k to both sides, which gets me negative 6 is less than negative 1. Now you have to decide, okay, is that a true statement? Is negative 6 smaller than negative 1? Yes. Got it on a number line. Negative 6 is more to the left than negative 1. So therefore, all real numbers. Questions about that? Okay, let me jump to the warm-up real quick. We'll do these 2 problems. All right. Combine like terms here with the 4x and the 3x to make 7x. Distribute the 5 to get a 5x plus 30. Again, you should be following along with your work on the warm-up, checking your answers, making sure we know what we're doing. Get rid of the little guy by subtracting 5x. So we get 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to 30. Subtract the 8 to both sides to get 22. X is less than or equal to 11. Number 2 here. Distribute the 4n. Okay, that gives me an 8x minus 8. 2x and 6x make 8x plus 9. Alarms, ding, 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 ding. I subtract 8x from both sides. We get negative 8 is less than or equal to 9. Is that a true statement? Is negative 8 smaller than 9? Yes, that's a true statement. All real numbers. Questions about that? Again, if the variables cancel out, you get a true statement, it's all real numbers. If the variables cancel out, you get a false statement. No solution. Yeah.
I do 4 times negative. You do just maybe. Or is that small?
Oh my gosh. Mr. Laverick, what is going on? Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Now, did it change anything here? No. They still got the same note, all real numbers, but. Maybe I should remake the video. Okay. Having some trouble. Back to lunch. Back to sleep. My kids were up all night sick. I worked sick too. I'll be real sweet. Need my extra large coffee this morning. Now, if you would not mind, please getting out a separate sheet of paper. Please put your answers. Why am I asking you that? Because there's no room on here. I condensed it all together to save trees. So make sure you get out a separate sheet of paper. You're working on this the rest of the period. I will come around and help you if you need to. Just raise your hand. Just make sure you know what you're doing on these 13 problems. Okay, again, 13 problems on tomorrow's quiz. And you see 13 problems in front of you. Coincidence? I think not.
Are we graphing? Oh, yeah.
Only where it says to graph. So basically 1 through 6 you graph. Yeah, 13 questions on the quiz. 13 questions on this.
I think he gave us an exact.
Let me turn off the video.
It's so loud.